A young elf girl runs through the streets of Breachgate, shouts rising behind her. She's about 10 years old, still wearing the robes of the monastery she ran away from, now tattered and dirty nearly beyond recognition. Clutched tight to her chest are two warm loaves of bread. Behind her, the shouts grow louder. A goblin shopkeep is a breath away. "Stop! Thief!" he yells. "Come back!" Mildea, you leap over crates, duck under startled bystanders. Then, for a moment, you glance back. You collide with someone. An aged goblin stands before you, slightly taller than you. He wears a dark gray pinstripe suit and a fedora. His grip is gentle but firm as he places both hands on your shoulders, locking you in place. "Why, good evening, little missy," he says pleasantly. "What are you in such a hurry over?"
None of your business. Get out of my way.
The shopkeep catches up, panting. "Thank you, old man Drackle. You've got the thief." Drackle's eyes widen in shock. "Thief? Why, that can't be." He looks down at you. "Linda, did you forget to pay the man?" He turns to the shopkeep. "My sincerest apologies. My granddaughter recently moved in with me, and I've discovered she's quite absent-minded. How much does she owe you?" As he speaks, he glances back at you, and in thieves' cant makes it very clear: lift the purse.
Okay, so I'm making a sleight of hand check.
Yeah, the shopkeep has this like little coin purse latched
Yeah.
onto his belt.
Okay. Ha! That is a nat 20.
Awesome. You, as Drackle is discussing with the shopkeep, talking back and forth, you just easily just grasp it. And I was gonna say you get advantage from him helping you, but you don't even need it. Drackle just sort of takes it while he's talking. It's like, "Again, I am so sorry, sir." And Drackle takes some coins out of the purse and hands them to the man. "Here's what she owes you." The shopkeep takes them eagerly. "Thank you, Drackle. Sorry for the trouble." Drackle turns back to you, his smile fading just enough to still show teeth. "Now, young lady, I just got you out of a bind." He adjusts his fedora. "That means you owe me. Tell me, how good are you at stealing?"
I think
And
it
the
speaks
scene.
for it. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, the results speak for themselves, don't they?
Nice, nice. Come, step into my diner here. I've got a way you can pay me back. And the scene fades to black. Out of this darkness gives way to stone, cold, damp, ancient. Torchlight flickers against the rough-hewn walls, illuminating a narrow chamber carved deep beneath the earth. The air smells of dust and incense, layered with something sharper beneath it. Ozone, perhaps, or blood. Two figures stand facing each other. The first paces in short, agitated movements. His robes are travel-worn, creased, and stained from long use. His hands tremble, fists clenching and unclenching as if struggling to remain composed. The second figure stands utterly still, calm, hands folded behind his back. His presence feels heavy, as though the stone itself leans inward, listening. The first figure finally speaks. This was not the agreement." He turns sharply, jaw tight. "You told me this was about study, about understanding, about preventing catastrophe." He points accusingly. "Not causing it." "You misunderstand what you've been building." "I understand perfectly, and that's why I am ending this. The experiments were dangerous enough already. I went along with your demand that I abduct the tiefling student. But this, what you're planning, it could destroy everything." He steps closer. "You've crossed the line." The second figure lifts a hand, casually brushing aside the accusation. "Lines are luxuries afforded by those who believe that the world will correct itself. He steps closer. His boots scrape against the stone. You still think in abstractions. I think in absolutes. You're not fixing the future. You're destroying it. Then you have already made your choice. I have. I'm giving you one opportunity to stop this. Shut it down. Undo what little damage has already been done. You still have a chance to redeem yourself. Forget this crusade. I am afraid we have gone too far to stop now. I once believed that, but I now know better. It is never too late to turn back. If you don't stop this, I will go to the council. They won't believe you. They respect me too much. Then I'll tell the public. I'll release everything. I'll put it on the interweb. You will not get away with this. The second figure holds his gaze. For the first time, hesitation. Then, very well, I will shut down the project. You force my hand. The first figure visibly relaxes. His shoulders sag as he releases a breath he's been holding in far too long. Good. I'm glad you made the right. In a blink, a dagger of condensed light snaps into existence. The second figure lunges, driving it into the first figure's abdomen. He gasps, collapsing against the stone, leaving a dark smear behind him as he slides down. The second figure kneels beside him, leaning close. He whispers, Nothing can stop what is to come, not even a blasphemer like you. Only when the current order is broken can true order be restored. He rises. The torches gutter. Darkness folds inward. Talon, you gasp awake. You've just seen these events transpire in a vision.
City's got teeth that is hungry tonight. Magic and metal in the glow of the lights. From the forge to the grid, we're all chasing the high. So grab your sword and tie.
Oh, uh, do I recognize anyone in this vision?
The figures were very obscured.
Mm.
All you could see were the events, not the people.
Okay. And when did this occur? Prior to the fight that happened in the warehouse? When did I have this
You,
vision?
you've had this vision just now.
Like waking?
You're standing in the back room of Drackle's,
Oh, geez.
and you've just had a flash of that vision, and then you've just come
Oh,
to
okay.
again.
Yeah, I'm like
Do,
kind of
do
visibly
we,
shaken.
yeah, do we perceive his
Dea, you've
discomfiture?
just left to have a conversation with the fox, so it's just
Okay,
Edmar
right.
and Colby's here.
Yeah.
So but yeah, he's just sort of you guys were talking for between the two of you, and all of a sudden Talon sort of goes blank and then gasps awake. Are you okay?
I don't know. I don't know. Uh, I oh, I need I, I saw something and I don't know if it was real. I don't know. I just oh wow, this is so confusing. And Talon's visibly shaken by this. Like he's not sure how long he was out. Not sure what he witnessed. Not sure how to process it. Um, yeah, just give me a minute. I just need a minute to gather my thoughts, get myself right.
You seem pretty shaken, dude. Do you need a chair? Sorry.
Uh, yeah. Let me just sit down and catch my breath, and when I can get myself calmed down, I'll I'll tell you what I saw.
Okay, dude, take your time.
All right. While that happens, let's switch over to Noldea. You've left the room in order to discuss things with the fox. As soon as you leave the room and close the door, your phone starts ringing.
Is it a number that I know, or is it a
It's an
unknown
unknown number.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna pick it up anyway because only the people who know me have my number.
Mm-hmm. Good morning, Noldea. You performed quite well. 2 monks captured. That's more than I would have expected. What have you learned from them so far?
We just got back to a safe location, but I need to know what in the world is going on. Were you involved in the kidnapping of the tiefling? And if so, why did you send me to find him? What sort of goose chase are you sending me on?
I assure you, it is no goose chase. Vila Serrano. How much do you know about the movement I am part of?
Do I need a history check for that, or do I feel like I
You
don't.
know that it's some sort of tiefling rights movement.
Okay, right. Yeah. Okay, then I'll say only that you're a bleeding heart for the Hornheads.
I am a member of the Twilight Order. We are dedicated to restoring the rights of tieflings. One of the members, and one of my inferiors, was Velith Saran. His point of contact was Kiera Voss, another one of my members. And when he went missing, I knew it would be foolish to have Kiera look for him, as she was too emotionally compromised. So I outsourced to you.
Suppose that makes sense. So what are you hoping to get out of the monks that we have captured now?
My hope is that you will learn their plot and hopefully stop whatever it is. It cannot be good.
Is there anything that I can use to put pressure on them to give us better information? Any leverage that I might be able to at least fake having so I could scare them into giving us anything?
I must admit the monks are hard to persuade. I'm sure you've seen that with Corvus. But let me get back to you on that. Is there anything else I could do to quell your doubts?
I forget. Does he owe her anything at this point? Or I guess the job hasn't been finished.
She hired you to find the tiefling.
Yeah. Okay. So the tiefling's not yet found. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Fair enough. And I've gotten enough. I've actually received enough stuff from the school at this point that should probably be pretty happy with that as far as expenses goes. I guess I would say, if there are any other lovely plot twists coming that might help me to navigate it better. I would expect that I've earned enough trust with you at this point that you didn't need to lead me around by the nose.
All relevant information I have to the case. I have either given you, or you can get from Kiera.
Fine. And I hung up.
So do you stay where you're at, or do you go back into the room?
Oh no, I'm gonna go back in, yeah. Because I want to be
Mhm.
part of any questioning that might happen.
Mhm.
Let's see, am I perceptive? Can I do like a perception check to see when I come in that Talon is out of sorts, or is he gonna be recovering enough to talk to us as I rejoin the party?
I suppose that's up to Talon.
No, Talon's still kind of shaking. Still
All right, give me a
seated
moment.
and
Go
shaking.
ahead, though. Do some discussion between yourselves.
Okay. I don't know. I guess then when I walk in, I don't know, like how is he like still visibly shaking? Is like head in his hands, like sitting down? Is that the sort of situation,
Just
or
if a dragonborn could be pale, he's pale. He's gone from red to pink. Uh, and uh, just a lot of kind of rubbing his temples, trying to make
Mhm.
sense of what just happened, because
Yeah.
it doesn't make any sense. This isn't like I wasn't sleeping. Like, where did this come from? How did I see this, and the things that I saw. So yeah, you can tell
Okay.
I'm shaken up.
Right. Then when I walk in,
Talon,
I'd
why
probably
don't
say something like, "What's wrong with him?"
Don't worry about him. He's having some sort of mental breakdown or something. He says he saw something. We don't need to worry about it.
Just seeing things is nothing to worry about.
Talon, go ahead and make a history check for me.
Uh, it's gonna be an 18.
Your father's family, sorry, no, your mother's family has a history of uh, clairvoyance, but you've never demonstrated those skills before.
Ooh, okay. Well, that's starting to make a little bit of sense, but where are our captive monks right now? Are they in the room
They
with us?
are in the room with you, strapped to that. You tied them to some chairs.
Okay. Are they conscious?
No, they're still
Still
unconscious.
unconscious. Okay. Just standing here. I, I don't know how long I went somewhere else. I saw clearly a vision,
Oops.
and somehow I think it's tied to what we're involved in here. There were two people discussing some sort of experiment, some sort of research that they were doing. One was clearly objecting to whatever it is they were doing, and wanted to stop. And the other agreed, and then there was just a flash, a dagger, I don't know what happened to the first person, but somehow there was an argument. But the most disturbing thing is during this, the first one mentioned that they agreed to kidnap a tiefling, which somehow makes me think that this is somehow tied to Velas, and I don't know where this came from. It came out of nowhere, and then snap, I was back here again, and so I'm just having a hard time getting my grounding right now. But I'm explaining this as best I can. I know it's fragmented, but it's very strange, and the timing of it seems to be strangely sorry, I can't think of the word. Beneficial.
Cleric,
Yeah.
do you have any way of communing or identifying any kind of magic that might have influenced Talon?
Well, I can cast detect magic and at least see if there's any magic done, or if there was, kind of what school of magic it was. But I don't know if that'll help or not, but we can give it a shot. It'll take me about 10 minutes.
While he figures that out, can you tell us anything else that you remember about the surroundings, or any details that could help you find that place?
I'll start preparing the spell during this time too.
It's all a jumble of images, and I can't really pull anything useful. I don't know, DM, can I make a history check to see if there's anything in there that was of use?
I did my best to describe the scenery as stone walls torchlit.
Right.
That's about all you can get from
Right.
it.
And the figures were obscured. There's really nothing that I'm able to
Nothing
pinpoint.
about the figures. Like I said, they were in some sort of torchlit stone place. It seemed more natural than artificial, but that's about all you can get. Maybe a cave, maybe a cavern.
All right, I'll convey all that. Was there anything about their voices that was familiar or distinct?
Make a perception or history check.
I'll definitely take history.
Mhm.
Nat 20.
Yes.
You have heard both of those voices before, and they're people you know.
Oh,
They are both
crap.
people you know.
Oh, crap. Oh, no.
That he just knows that he knows them, but he can't
are
identify
they?
who they are?
One is my
Know
dad.
who they are.
One is my father. I will take your silence as a yes.
I'm not going to confirm anything.
You just did.
Well done. Well done, Talon. Good job.
As a player.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. Well, if I recognize the voices, then who are they? Or can I not?
That's what I said. You know that you know these people, but
I can't place them?
You can't place them.
Okay. All right.
Even on a nat 20, I'm not just going to tell you who the bad guys are.
No, I don't. Yeah, as a DM, I don't normally allow crits on skill checks, only in combat. So 20's good, 20's great, but it's never.
But it's not an automatic.
At my table, it's never an automatic success. It's a really good success,
For me,
or it might keep you from being killed for what you're trying to do. What's that?
Yeah. For me, it's an automatic success unless it hurts
Yeah.
the campaign.
And that's fine. I mean,
Sure,
it's
fair
your
enough.
table. It's your table. I understand if
Yeah.
you don't want to give away too much.
Okay. So we know that you know them. That means we have to be exceptionally careful about how we proceed here.
Ugh.
And while you guys are talking, you see that the 2 monks you've captured have awoken.
Has my detect magic spell finished in this time, or is it still going on?
Um,
Because I'm ritual casting it, so it takes about 10 minutes.
it's still going.
Okay.
Guys, not to interrupt this, but I think we have different matters to attend to at the moment. And I just kind of nod over to the monks starting to stir.
Like in a low voice and sort of surreptitiously say to our little circle, does anybody have any means of making sure that they tell the truth? Sort of referring to like a zone of truth spell or something of that nature.
Nope.
So
We gotta rely on
I
good old fashioned techniques.
Intimidation.
Guys, I guess I got to level with you. That one right there, kind of my best friend. So I'll be able to tell.
Let's hope he's still your
He
best
and I just
friend
know
after
each other.
you knocked him unconscious and stabbed him in the knee.
Of course, the other one you recognize as Nyx Calder. She is a half orc, and while she has never been particularly friendly with you, she's also never been mean like Rylan was, or like some of the other monks were.
You said her name was Nyx?
Nyx, NYX.
Okay, sweet.
And while you
Yeah,
guys are talking, she's just like, "Are you going to interrogate us or what?"
Nyx, calm down and just
Oh,
wait.
Corvus, you can't begin to understand what's going on.
I'm not interested in your superiority complex or whatever you have going on right now. Just give us time. Give us a second. And just shut up for a second.
Roll intimidation.
Nat 20.
Stop it. Amazing.
Where were all these during the fight?
She has never
Getting used
seen
up by the
you
mob.
this fired up. She's never seen you this fired up, and she just sort of just like shuts up. She's like,
Thank you. Oh,
do an insight. No, perception.
okay. It is not a nat, but it is a 20.
30-20.
Yeah, you see that Corvus kind of smirks when that happens, like he's kind of proud of you. I'm sorry, Kyle. That's what I meant. Kyle.
It was like I smirked at myself. Nice.
Kyle, he's got his head kind of hung and he's just sort of not making eye contact, but he just kind of smirked when you did that.
Guys, let's start with him. His name is Kyle. I'll be able to tell if he's lying. I think it's been a little bit since we've seen each other. But if we're trying to get information, he's our best bet.
I think
Well, let's. Sorry, go ahead, Fred.
we also should separate them and interrogate
Yes.
them separately. So to
Yes.
see if their stories
Good
match
plan.
up.
Sure.
So are you gonna interrogate them at the same time separately or just one at a time?
Yeah, let's put Nick's, in a closet or something, and talk to Kyle for a minute.
All of you?
Yeah, I think all together is
Okay.
best. Then we don't have to worry about conflicting questions or other perceptions about what's happened. We're all on the same page.
Agreed.
At this point in time, I'm still focused on finishing up the detect magic spell, so let me know when that's done, and I'll
Okay.
jump back in role playing.
Okay. I'll say you finish up your spell and then you can move them. So once you finish up your detect magic, other than some basic residue just from general, there's magic people here, there's a god next to you, no specific spells that could have caused Talon to experience a vision like that.
Do psychic powers show up on a detect magic spell?
It has to have been a cast spell.
Okay. So basically
Something.
no.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
basically
it's
no.
just
Like
magical
unless,
effects.
yeah, like
Okay.
I think some clairvoyance wizards.
Yeah, there is a clairvoyance, clairaudience, but I'm
Ability
asking about specifically
to-
like psychic powers
Mhm.
as distinct from magic per se.
Right. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that just by itself wouldn't show up.
Right. Okay.
Where's the thing? Oh yeah, there it is. Okay. So you guys move her into a closet. You start on your interrogation of Kyle. Who's
Okay.
gonna start?
I think I'm going to sort of take the lead because I'm impatient and I'm annoyed that Fox kept me in the dark, and I want to get to the bottom of this so that I can be done with this entire rigmarole and get back to what I would prefer to be doing. So I'm just going to start like with the most straightforward question. What do you know about the disappearance of Vila Saran?
He just stays silent. And he looks over, kind of looks at Corvus. Who is that?
He's a tiefling that went missing from the school, from Arcana Magna. No, or from not from Arcana Magna. Was it from the other one?
The grid.
The
From the
grid.
grid.
They're from the grid. My bad. Yeah, I remember the tieflings can't go dark. Anyway, from the grid. That's why we were at the warehouse. We were investigating until you all showed up. So why were you there if you don't know who he
There
is?
is a tiefling being held by our benefactor. I don't know his name, but I was told it was for a good reason.
Who's your benefactor?
I don't know his name. It was made sure that we would know as little as possible if captured.
Did Theodos know about this?
I don't know who knows about this. Other than my fellow infiltrators.
Why would you work for somebody who you don't even know who they are or what they're doing?
My master has told me that the benefactor will fix what is wrong with this world. And I trust my master. That's all I needed to know.
What is it that you think is wrong with this world?
The way the world treats tieflings comes to mind.
So this benefactor is running around kidnapping tieflings to help tieflings? Does that make sense to you?
I trust my master, and he trusts the benefactor. That was good enough for me.
Okay, she's pretty disgusted with this, and she's going to disengage because this person is obviously too stupid to be of any real use.
Kyle,
Corvus.
I know Rylan was there. Don't know why you work with him, but whatever. I understand. I get it. It's for the order. I understand. Who was your general? Who was your leader there? Who was the big one by the door?
It was my master, Stanrod, which you recognize as his master, who is he's the monk who is in charge of the catacombs.
Okay. When we were at the warehouse, you said, sorry, you gonna go?
I was just going to ask, what was the name? Master Danrod?
Sorry? Ganrod, yeah.
Danrod,
I
D-A-N.
think. Ganrod, G-A-N.
Okay, thanks.
Which is not a name I just made up.
When we were at the warehouse, you said that they told you to go in and get as much tech as you could. Why exactly does the monastery need tech?
Again, I don't know all the information. I was only told what I needed to know because they wanted to make sure that if we were captured, it wouldn't get back to our benefactor.
Can I roll a perception check or an insight check?
Yeah. Go ahead.
As he's about to do that, I'm going to reach out and just pat him on the shoulder and cast guidance.
Oh, that's a grand total of a 6.
Oof.
You have a +4.
Well, yeah, roll a 1d4 with it, but it's not going to
If you want. Casting guidance gives you a d4 to an ability check.
That's a little pyramid guy?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not going to do much, but is it the top number that I picked?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great. Now it's a 7.
Woo!
You know what? I'm going to say because of your closeness to this guy, I'm going to let you roll the d20 again.
Now it's a with now it's an 18.
18. Okay, yeah. You know Kyle. You know his tells when he's lying. You've been with him when he was trying to cover up for stuff he did, for pranks he pulled at the monastery. You know that he is being 100% genuine.
Well, if this master's in charge of the catacombs, and Talon had a vision of somebody in a candlelit subterranean area, that sounds like a pretty good place to go next.
Can I roll a history check to know if I know where these catacombs are?
Oh, you know where the catacombs are. You know the
Okay.
entrance to the catacombs monastery.
Okay, sweet.
You've been there once or twice.
Guys, I know where the catacombs are. Let's finish getting the information we need, and then I'll take you there.
Do you all think we're likely to get anything better out of the half orc?
Nix is. If you think Kyle is stupid, and right now I don't disagree with you. No offense, Kyle. You're gonna hate talking to Nix. She is as unremarkable as any student or as anybody at the monastery I've met. She is an imbecile.
And let's not waste our time and move along.
As you say that, you hear this banging at the door that you put Nyx in. And did you lock the door when you put her in?
Well, I mean, we didn't say that we did, and she was tied up, so I don't know.
She just sort of opens the door and forces it open, and runs for Kyle. She's gotten out of her ropes.
Restraints,
Out of her bonds.
He's going at
I'll
Kyle.
attempt to reach out and trip her.
Yeah, make a.
Well, if we're gonna start doing combat actions, then it needs to be initiative, doesn't it?
Yeah, go ahead and roll initiative. Whoever wants to stop her needs to beat a 7 in initiative.
I got an
Okay.
8.
I'm a 17.
13.
Actually, sorry, not 17. 21.
That's right. 12 for me, so you're good.
Talon's still out of sorts. He got a 3.
Edmar, what did you get?
13.
Okay, so Noldea, what do you do?
I guess I don't want to try and grapple her because as a monk, I'm sure she's much better at that than I am. Yeah, is a trip attack a dexterity based thing or a strength based? Or does it oppose? Is it an opposed acrobatics?
Yeah, I'm going to
check
say
or
it'll be opposed athletics.
athletics. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so would it be like a dexterity?
So she rolled
attack,
pretty
or-
high on her save.
Well, wait. Oh, okay, I mean, okay, fine.
So go ahead and roll your athletics check.
Yeah, athletics is a strength based thing, so I'm gonna probably suck at that. Yeah, it's only a 12.
Sorry, what did you say it was?
It was a 12.
Oh, yeah. I for some reason didn't hear that part. I'm like waiting for you to tell me. Yeah, no. She plows past you. Who got the next?
Yeah.
Who got the next?
I think it's Edmar, right?
Yeah, I had 13.
13. Okay, so you go ahead. I'm assuming you want to grapple her or trip her up.
Yeah, I'll try to kind of push her, trip her, something like that. Just get her
Okay.
off trajectory.
Go ahead, do an opposed athletics check. She rolled pretty high on this save as well.
Well, then a 10 isn't going to do much.
Nope. Did anybody else get higher than 7 on their initiative?
I got a 12.
Okay, you go ahead and
I have a question.
I have an
Have
answer.
she and I sparred in the past when we were at the monastery?
Roll a history check.
That is an 8.
Yeah, you maybe once, long time ago.
Okay, but I have a history of her trying to punch me and me trying to punch her. That's all I need to know. Can I unarmed strike her to try and knock her down?
If you want, yeah.
Sweet.
You'll have to beat her armor class and then roll damage.
Okay.
And because she's had a short rest, she's regained some of her hit points.
Okay, and then I know that plus that, and then a 1d6 plus 2. So that is a 14.
Yeah, that's going to be her armor class. Go ahead and roll damage.
Sweet. That is a 14.
14 damage?
14 damage?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wait.
Okay, yeah.
Wait, sorry. My damage roll. Let's make sure I have this right. So is it a d20 that I roll for damage?
No.
No.
Sorry. Okay, that's what I thought. I had to check for a second. My bad.
I don't think you
See, this is
like hit a 14.
see, this is where the first time playing comes in. My bad, guys.
Yeah.
What do I roll for damage? My bad.
It'll
Unarmed strike
say
is D6, right?
Say next to it what die you roll.
Oh, okay. I got you.
And then you add your strength modifier.
Well, it'll
Yes,
have the modifier
so-
there.
Sorry, 8.
8. Okay, that's still pretty good.
Makes more sense now, though.
Yeah, so she you can successfully just sort of punch her and she sort of stumbles and like loses her balance. Let's see if she stays up. She stays up though, and she keeps going for Kyle. Is there
I have a
anything
bonus
else?
action, unarmed strike.
Yeah. Do you have stunning strike at this point yet or not?
I do not. No.
No.
Do I need to roll a another to see her AC?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a separate attack. Yeah.
Okay, sweet. So that is I rolled a 14.
Still hits, yeah.
All right, sweet.
I'm assuming you're doing non-lethal damage.
Yeah, I'm not trying to kill her. And that is a 7.
She's down.
Sweet.
Let's go. And you just
man.
you just punch this woman right to the ground.
Sweet.
I think we need something better than rope to tie her up this time.
Yeah, she is an orc, right?
As soon as you say that, you hear the door from the front turn and open as Old Man Drackle comes in and says, "You need something stronger than rope, eh?"
Maybe.
What you got?
Draco, we don't have time for a lot of haggling. Do you have a chain or a manacle or something that will hold this brute?
Here, let me see what I got. And he walks over to this like little little cabinet, and he pulls open and pulls out this like way too much chain for a diner. And just sort of props her up against, brings her back up to the chair, just sort of props her up and just sort of wraps it around and ties her up. So, you need some storage, or you bringing them with you?
They're gonna slow us down. We don't want to be carrying two worthless bodies.
Because you know
Something
my
to live
storage
now.
fee.
Yeah, I would. We spent enough money on Ubers tonight already. I don't want to pay you too.
Guess we have to kill him.
Is any Draco like goes wide eyes and pulls a dagger out of his belt?
Sorry, stream of
I
consciousness.
know that
Really
I know the
excited.
cleanup. I know the cleanup fee is less than the storage fee, but we don't really want to pay that either.
We're not killing them.
He sort of shrugs,
Yes.
sort of loosens his shoulders and puts his knife back into his.
Slightly deflated.
Is anyone else wondering why she tried to kill him or why she went at him?
I'm
Make a
curious.
perception check.
Ooh, it's gonna be a 21.
Yeah, she was looking to rescue him and take him back to the monastery.
Oh, so she wasn't. This wasn't an aggressive like try to shut him up. This was like
Right, she was running for him because
she was
she wanted
making
to
a
get to
prison
him
break.
faster
Okay,
than you could see.
okay, all right. That changes things.
Yeah.
I still want to kill them though.
She is still a monk. Like, she's not necessarily entirely ruthless.
Edmar wants to go behind KL and make sure that his bonds are still tied and he hasn't escaped too.
Fantastic plan.
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead and make an insight check.
clearly you've done this before.
I got a 7.
Yeah. They're definitely still tied.
Looks good to me.
Where can we safely stash these two? Anybody got any ideas?
Well, Drackle just says, "How much you getting paid for this job?"
How much am I getting paid for this job? I don't think that Fox really told me that before.
I'm not getting paid.
The Fox has never told you prices up front, but it's always been quite fair.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna tell Grackle. For as much as you've gotten out of me over all these years, since you sort of scammed me into thinking that I owed you anything in the first place, since I am the one who stole the money that you paid to the guy to give me the bread back, and I would have gotten away clean if you hadn't caught me in the first place. How about if we just keep them in your closet for now and call it even for tonight?
Roll a persuasion check with advantage.
That's fair. Yeah, that's not bad. That's a 17.
With advantage?
Yeah.
Great. He sort of does sort of adjust his fedora again and just like, "You're lucky I like you, kid."
You're lucky
Then
I haven't already found somebody else to
he
get
goes
help
over,
from that's cheaper.
checks out Kyle's bonds, like, "Oh, this is way too loose." And Kyle goes,
Figures.
"I'll take good care of your friends, kid. Don't worry." And he's looking right at Corvus when he says this.
I appreciate it.
Don't kill them still.
Don't worry. Like
Please.
you said, cleanup fees way too much these days.
Hey, Grackle. How much for your hat?
50 gold, 50 marks. Sorry, I forgot we called them marks now.
Another time then.
All right, so we're heading out towards the monastery's catacombs. What do we know about how difficult it's going to be to get in there undetected?
The monastery is notoriously open to visitors, especially if they have a monk escort.
Okay, but then down into the catacombs, that also not going to be too much of a problem, or?
With a monk with you, you can probably come up with some excuse. So, how are you going to get there?
Yearbook committee.
So, I will say, at this point, it's about 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. You guys have not slept.
Yeah, that's
So
probably a
if
good
you
plan.
guys decide to proceed, you will take a level of exhaustion. Also,
No, let's
Talon.
rest first. Yeah.
Also, Talon and Edmar, you guys have both skipped yesterday's classes at school. I know, you're trying to save the world here, but
Oh,
That's
well,
kind
what
of
if?
normal
So
for me, though.
what if we rest and, I mean, Edmar and Talon could go to their classes, and one person is maybe less suspicious going into the catacombs than 3 guests.
so you're just gonna have one person
And
venture into the catacombs.
I can
try
just go.
to-
No, I'd go into the catacombs with Corvus.
Yeah, I just quarter in.
Since we're both probably the stealthiest anyway.
Yeah.
Maybe,
Is that fine with everybody?
yeah, maybe Edmar, you can ask Lunaros if he'd go with them just in case something happens.
Yeah, I can do that, but I definitely need a nap because I'm a little tapped out on casting spells.
Yeah, that sounds fair.
So Talon and Edmar head back to Civitas Arcana. Go ahead and take a short rest because it's about 4 hours until your first class.
Hmm.
Which means you don't get a level of exhaustion. But Corvus and Noldea, you two do take a level of exhaustion. Corvus, you know what exhaustion means?
Why are we? We're resting too. Why are we taking a level?
Oh, you're going to rest as well. Oh, you're just doing it during the morning. Great. You guys can go and rest at I'm guessing tech school.
Just back at our dorm. Yeah.
Are you gonna call an Uber or?
How far are we?
I mean, it took you 40 minutes to get from the warehouse to here.
Oh, 40 minutes. Yikes.
At 4 in the morning, I think the Sky Tram is open now. If you guys could take the Sky Tram's free transport throughout the city.
Yeah. How far is it? Is it like closer to the monastery from the grid or from where we are currently?
It's about equally distant. It's kind of like there's the grid down here.
Yeah.
Arcana Magnus here, and the monastery is kind of like in the middle. Like it's in the middle of the city. There's this place called Silurian Square, where there's this huge statue to the folk hero Silurian who defeated the demon lord Kavadan, and it's like just next to that. It's like it's in that area.
Let's do this instead. I know Grackle's got some kind of cot or something that we can just rest at right here where we are, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
And then we don't have to do the back and forth. And we can just strike out from here when we've Gotten rest. How are you down any hit points, Kian?
I'm down 3, so I'm at 6 right now.
Okay.
Remind me how a short rest works.
You can roll your hit
You can
dice.
spend a hit die. Yeah, you can spend a hit die to regain hit points on a short rest.
Mm-hmm.
So Kean, you have 1 hit die. What is it? A 1d8.
So it's
Yeah.
a 1d8.
So you can roll a
And
1d8
plus-
and add those back to your hit points.
Mm-hmm. Up to your maximum.
Right.
Okay. Oh, that's fine. I got a 5, so I'm up to.
Yeah. So everybody
I'm full
roll your
health now.
hit dice, all that. I'm going to be right back while you guys are doing that. So you guys will be riding the Skytram. So you guys get back. Wait.
No,
You
we're
guys wake up
resting. We're
out.
resting at Grackles, and then we're going to the monastery.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And I'm gonna say you guys would most likely take the Skytram there. Remember the orientation of where Breachgate was. So the monastery on the Skytram, there would be a stop at Silurian Square on the way to Arcana Magnus. You guys would take the tram together for the first bit.
Okay.
And like I said, the Skytram's free transportation. Anything? Let me just turn off my notifications. I'm getting a bunch of stuff. Yeah. Anything you want to do while on the Skytram, like strategize or just talk? Or just...
I guess we'll just arrange to meet later after their classes are done for the day, and we'll tell them what we found out. Is there a... Yeah. Because I think it's probably not a good idea for us to try to really do anything with just the two of us.
All right.
guess,
So yeah,
if we
you
can avoid
guys
it.
are riding on the Skytram. There's music playing over the Skytram radio, and on their radio, you hear this play.
You're listening to Garlax in the Morning. That was Scroll and Roll by Blaze and the Dragonborn. Now we've got a special treat for our listeners. We were able to schedule an exclusive interview with their lead singer, Blaze. So Blaze, how does it feel to blow up as fast as you did? You released your first single, 2 months ago? And now thousands are already listening to your latest EP. Well, Garlax, gotta tell you, it's awesome. Started out just me and my friends messing around with our computers, and before we knew it, we'd created something beautiful. Blazing the Dragonborn is, I feel, the soul of my generation. We've been crying out for something new for years, but our grandfathers and fathers stick to the old ways. Now, there's nothing wrong with the old ways per se, but music styles haven't changed since before Silurian conquered Kavadan. Well, your fans certainly agree. And how would you respond to Archmage Dareth Veer's response to your music? It seems he's calling you the blasphemy of all blasphemies and the scourge of everything decent. Well, I like the sound of that. If playing your heart out and speaking your soul is blaspheming, then I'll be a blasphemer all day long. He's just afraid of the future. Sometimes the old ways die. It's a natural cycle. Think of how much this city's grown since its founding. Did you know that Civitas Arcana used to be a tiny port city? Look at how much it's grown. If the original council was afraid of change, they'd never have united the races and founded Ferrin. Well, it seems Archmage Veer isn't the only one against your new style. Not only are several members of the council quite outspoken against your band, but isn't it true that just last night the Cyber Knights raided your concert at an old abandoned warehouse? Well, it certainly looks that way, Garlax. Unfortunately, they cut the power and our holographic projectors were shut down. I must confess, I'm not certain on the details myself. To the Cyber Knights, I say you had no legal right to invade that warehouse. According to the law, once a building is officially abandoned, it's public property. And as long as we weren't doing anything illegal, which we weren't, you had nothing against us. And several Grid students who went to that concert are still unaccounted for. To my understanding, at least 7 students were taken. A human, a dragonborn, an elf, 2 tieflings, and 2 Aarakocras. That is completely illegal, and I will be inviting all my fans to a protest this evening at the Cyber Knight headquarters, where we will stay there until they release our friends. We can't let them walk all over us. Well, you heard it here first, folks. This evening, Blaze and the Dragonborn will be protesting the allegedly unlawful arrest of 7 students from the Grid, and it looks like reports are coming in now. The Aarakocra's names are Talrex Skyrind and Taylor Wind Whisperer. The Tieflings' names are Zevran Kael'thor and Corvus Sharp. The Elf's name is Linda Truename, and the Dragonborn's name is Dravon Cipher. The human's name is unaccounted for. If anybody has any information regarding the missing students, feel free to call this station and tune in this evening for a live stream of the protest, where Blaze and the Dragonborn will be performing their entire new EP for as long as it takes to get the students released.
And then it cuts back to some music.
You guys want to go protest our own capture later?
Now, as you guys know, they weren't actually Cyber Knights, and the 3 students besides you that were taken by the monk. Yeah.
So now the question is Blaze actually like is that a whole like false flag operation to stoke
It's my thought.
like unrest? Or does he just not know? Like that sort of seems unlikely. Is Blaze made up? Is Blaze totally made up, and actually the Chancellor of Arcana Magna is behind the entire thing?
Oh, goodness.
I mean, they are both Dragonborns.
Like, because was Blaze in person there with the radio host, or was he like calling in?
It didn't say.
Okay. All right. In any case, we're gonna have a much harder time getting into the catacombs now that we're people of interest in, our own kidnapping, apparently.
I will say,
They don't have my name.
Which, go ahead and make an insight check.
Huh. 20.
Not.
A nat 20.
I'm gonna tell you they only got those names based on the Grid's student dashboard,
Right.
which
Okay.
is why I wasn't named. So it's not likely anybody off the street will just recognize you as, "Hey, you're that student that got taken."
Yeah. But
Yeah.
Corvus used his real name going into the
True.
Grid. So
But
people at
do many
the
monks listen to the radio?
Not the monks.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So we might be okay getting into the monastery then still. But if you guys show up at class,
They
weren't named.
yeah,
Talon's fake name was
Talon's fake name was
that's my
used.
fake name from the Grid. We're going to Arcana Magna, so
Okay.
we're okay. And they don't have Edmar's name.
Yeah.
We got to come up with a
Does-
new fake name for you, though, Novea.
Linda, true
Linda, true
name.
name?
Linda
You
True
never
name.
gave your
I never did give you a surname.
you didn't give her a last name, so she just
Yeah.
made one up.
That's great.
Actually, when I was writing out that interview, I'm like, I went back and watched episode 1, and I was like, did they ever give a last name? Nope. She picked true name.
Fantastic.
So many one-liners for this episode.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Okay, so you guys have more discussions. You might, unless you guys want to talk about that in person, I guess we'll just cut to Edmar and Talon getting off the station at Arcana Magna.
Yeah, sure. I guess that's fine for now because I guess we're probably running out of time to talk on the
Yeah, we gotta
Skytram.
hurry up with
And
this.
but as we continue on to the monastery, I think we should really think about what might this all mean, like if Blaze and the Dragonborn is a made up band in order to stoke unrest, and we think, we know that Talon recognized the voices of the people who were talking about shutting down whatever this project was, and that the capture of Velas Saran is part of that. Which he just said the tiefling. He didn't say Velas Saran, and of course there are other tieflings who might have been kidnapped. Who knows? Nobody cares. But this is starting to look a lot more complicated and a lot more interconnected than would have been apparent at first.
Does Noldea do the bulletin board with the pictures and the thumbtacks and the string?
Well,
Like-
not in the
Like Charlie
not-
from Always Sunny.
yeah, not on the Skytram. I don't have my Who is Pepe Silvia board with me.
Mentally.
But yeah.
Anyway,
I'm trying to connect those dots with Corvus to see if he has any ideas about what we should especially be looking for when we go.
So you guys got dropped off at the
square.
monastery first,
Uh-oh.
and then Edmar and Talon get another. Well, at Solarian.
Okay. Sorry, I thought we diverged paths at Solarian Square.
Right. So you get dropped off at Solarian Square.
Yeah.
Which is where it's the first monastery. Which is the first Skytram stop, which is right next to the monastery. You can. It's like a 10-minute walk from that to the monastery, and then Edmar and Talon get dropped off right at that Skytram stops right at the school.
Mm-hmm.
So you're able to easily just get in and rush to class. Talon, you go to your wizard class, which your mother, Miralyn teaches, and you arrive a little earlier than everyone else, and she looks at you and says, Talon, excuse me, Talon, are you all right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine. Why?
You didn't come to class yesterday. I wanted to make sure everything was fine.
Yeah, I was feeling a little under the weather yesterday, but I feel a lot better today.
Last night, your father asked me to pass this message along to you. He needs you to report to his office first thing. He's waived your class for today so you can discuss things with him. What's funny?
It's funny because I skip class so much I don't even know how I'm learning anything. Which kind of describes my college career as well. But anyways, okay, so
Same.
so
Is
then
is our YouTube analog called Thy Scry?
I don't know what that means. But anyway,
Scrying, you know, magical viewing.
yeah,
Thy
yeah.
Scry, not YouTube. Thy Scry.
Oh gosh.
yeah.
He looks up all the course notes on Thy Scry afterwards.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah. So okay, I'll go see him right now. Can't keep him waiting.
Yeah. So you arrive at the at his office, and there are 3 other students there also waiting outside his office. One is Rogar, your roommate. The other 2 you're not familiar with. It is a female changeling and a male elf. As soon as you arrive, they just nod at you and says, "Oh, he said to wait for you before we went in."
We
Yes, he wanted to see us all together.
All right. Talon just takes a deep breath,
And
steels
the elf
himself,
kind of has this tablet that he's sort of punching things into.
and I just kind of say, I'd put that away before you go in there.
He just goes, "Oh no, it's fine.
And
It's fine."
no,
And as you
the
and
Archmage
he
doesn't care for that sort of thing.
yeah, I know, it's fine. And he just
Which I
keeps
did
like
not
tapping
bring.
away.
I did not bring my tech with me.
Yeah. Okay. And he's just kind of absentmindedly nodding while he works on his tablet.
It's your funeral.
So you all walk in, uh, and Dareth is sitting at his desk, acknowledges all of you. Yes. Talon, how is the investigation proceeding?
Well, I had a lead last night that there was going to be this EP release party and was able to get in, but before I could get any information, as I'm sure you know, we were raided by Cyber Knights.
I was not aware of this. It was my knowledge that the grid was in support of this organization. That is good to know that I have allies there.
Can I insight?
Sort of, he nods at the yeah. Go ahead and insight.
It's not good. That's an 8. So my
You,
father, very hard to read.
yeah, you've never been able to get a good read on your dad.
No.
He's stone cold. He nods to the elf who's sort of punching away at his tablet and says, "I have outsourced this investigation to. This is the student that helped set up the PA system at the grid. He's a student of the grid, and he helped set up our PA system. Um, and I have enlisted him along with Soreo, and he points to the changeling, and Rogar, who are both bardic students and are maybe more familiar with the musical element of this investigation. I would like you four to work together on this investigation to best shut down this band. Do I have your understanding?
Don't have a choice. Of course.
I'm sorry?
Of course, sir.
What was that?
Yes,
Good.
you have my full understanding.
And now we're going to cut back to Corvus and Noldea. Edmar, you said you were letting Lunaros with them?
Yeah.
Okay. So, is there anything specific you want to do before I switch over to them?
Just if there's, go to class and try not to fall asleep. But if I can somehow get a long rest, that'd be awesome.
So, Corvus, you and Noldea have arrived at the catacombs. Is there anything at the monastery? Is there anything specific that you guys would like to do before Corvus? You lead her to the catacombs.
I probably want to dress in like monk attire to blend in better.
Do you have any monk attire?
Well, I think at the monastery there's likely to be some monk attire floating around that Corvus could get for me.
All right. So you just have Corvus go in, get some robes, come out, and give them to you?
Well, or I don't know. Is that? What do you think about that?
I suppose Corvus would probably need to
is
give
that a good
himself some
enough?
robes as well.
Yeah, the tip of Lathander is pretty chill.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll just go get you robes and myself robes.
Yeah. Yeah. As you go in, you're in civilian clothes right now, but most of the monks recognize you as a fellow initiate. They just kind of acknowledge you, and they're talking about things. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. You successfully go up to your room, get a couple of spare robes, and come back down to give one to Noldea. Noldea, as you put on those robes, Corvus, make a history check.
That is a 22.
Corvus, as you see Noldea in the robes, you realize you have seen her in robes before 8 years ago, that this woman was one of the orphans alongside you.
Wait, Noldea, did you used to be at the monastery?
It didn't take.
Why'd you wait
Listen, some people do well under suffocating structure, who don't like to think for themselves and just love to be told what to do, and some of us don't.
I'm not saying that you were wrong to leave. I'm not condemning you. I have a vague memory of you. I'm confused that that I know who you are, or that I have seen you before.
Remember all those history checks I had you make when you...
I remember. I was. This is finally the payoff for that. I remember this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're okay. Okay. I guess it doesn't change anything, but good to see you again, I guess. Cool.
So, Nolte, how do you feel wearing Lathander robes once again after 8 years?
I think that she would want to tell herself that it's fine, it's just what we're doing for the job, but deep down it's intensely uncomfortable.
All right. So yeah, you guys both go in. Noldea is, I'm assuming, holding herself quite awkwardly in these robes. But
I don't know. Can I like have some kind of a check to really? I guess it would be
yeah, do a stealth
like
check. You can do a stealth check. Or
well, no, I
charisma
mean
check.
to yeah. I guess I was gonna say maybe like a deception check to really like just blend in and kind of tap into what I remember of being
Yeah,
here to sort
I'm
of
gonna
see.
say either charisma if you're focusing on not appearing as uncomfortable as you are.
Mhm.
Uh, Deception to uh, if you want to make people think you are one of them, or stealth to just not be noticed.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm going with stealth then
Yeah.
because I can do that. Yeah, that's a 21.
Okay. Yeah. You're just walking with Corvus. You are like uncomfortable in these robes, but he's much bigger than you, so you're just kind of able to hide behind him if ever people walk by. Corvus, you go straight to the monastery, or is there something else you want to do?
I thought we were in the monastery already. Are we going to the
I'm sorry, straight to the
catacombs?
catacombs. That's what I meant
Okay.
to say.
Is Guy John here?
Should be. Theodos is still, as far as you know, off on his sabbatical, but Gaijon should be here.
But I wouldn't want to see them because he would recognize me, right?
Possibly. I mean, it's been 8 years. It's up to you.
I would probably say it's best to avoid interacting with people as much as possible because I would prefer not to be recognized.
That's probably fair. So I probably just go down to the catacombs.
All right. So the catacombs, you know how to get in. You've been there a couple times before. It's this uh, interconnected series of tunnels. Uh, during the last Demon War, these were used as back when this was still a Temple of Tyr. These
Yeah.
were used as a base for warriors fighting the demons. The Warforged were forged here, but these have been mostly unused since then. They mainly just have the sacred texts that are guarded by the catacomb monks. It's as far as you know, it's been unused. Obviously, or seemingly, the whoever kidnapped Saran frequents here, but as far as you know, it had been unused since pretty much since the Demon War.
So having grown up the rebel I was, and annoying people, my masters, have I like explored down here before?
Yeah, sure. I'd say you make a history check to see how well you know these catacombs, and that will tell me both the DC and what you need to roll for your investigation to try to locate.
All right, that is a 19.
19. Okay.
Mhm.
So I'm going to say roll investigation with advantage to try to locate wherever these people are meeting.
Okay. That is a 21. Thank the Lord for
Okay.
advantage. I got a 7 the first time.
Oh, good. After some investigation, you noticed that this tunnel you used to frequent when you were a kid, it looks different. You see that there's this huge rock that didn't used to be there, and when you touch it, you realize it's fake, and you can quickly move it to reveal this study room, like this desk, and there's like some tablets there and some papers, some quills, different things.
No, Dea. This way. This isn't used to be here.
Is it like a secret door? Do we need to try and find a mechanism for opening it?
He's just set aside the fake stone, and you can get into the room.
Okay. Oh, I got you. Sorry. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
we're pretty archaic here, apparently.
I mean, you are monks. Hey, where are the monks?
All right. Yeah. I'll
So I guess
follow him down.
I guess we head into this room.
Yeah.
We should be
like I
making
said,
stealth.
There's a tablet.
Sorry, we should be doing this with stealth.
Yeah, there's nobody in there, and you haven't seen any monks exploring these catacombs, but you can close the door behind you pretty easily.
Okay.
Okay.
In case there is anyone in there when we get there, I don't want them to hear us coming. Is what I'm concerned with.
Is this just like a single room? Or
Yeah,
is
it's
like a
like
larger
just one
space?
study. It's
Okay.
It's clearly artificial. It's not like the rest of the catacombs, which are more natural looking. This is clearly was carved out very cleanly for this purpose.
Okay.
And there's a desk, some papers, and a tablet.
A tablet.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Let's take a look at the tablet.
Yeah. Let's try our best to take a look at the tablet.
We are so the wrong people.
Go ahead and make a computer's check.
Well, that's a 15.
What's my base computer stat?
Intelligence.
It's intelligence.
It's intelligence. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. That is 18.
All right. You're quickly able to click the on button. Whoever set this up, their passcode was 1234, so you were just able to easily get in. And the only file on this tablet is a file named Research Notes.
I'm gonna can I just copy it to my phone in some way?
You would need to be able to connect them wired, and this is not that kind. It's not like a computer tablet. It's like a regular tablet. So you would have to be able to transfer it wirelessly, and the signal down here is too bad to do that.
Okay.
So you could either read them now or take the tablet with you.
Let's skim it right now real quick.
Yeah.
But then I think we should also take the tablet.
We don't happen to have we have the god of the top bunk with us, right?
That's what I'm told.
Yes.
But we can't see him.
We can't see him though.
Okay. Could we ask into the open space if the god of the top bunk could take pictures of the file for us?
Go ahead and make a wisdom check. And Edmar, you're in class and randomly get a text. They keep calling me the guy to the top bunk. Top bunkie is sending me angry emails.
Fire off
That's
a
not
quick
great.
text message telling them to stop doing that. Which I'm guessing they don't get since they have poor reception. But whenever they get reception, they'll get it.
Oh, I rolled a 6, so that's not great.
Okay, well, I'll give it a try. Yeah, I rolled a 7.
All right. Well, you said it. You asked him to, but you don't know if A is in the room with you, B can hear you, C did it.
Okay. But with a quick skim of the research notes, am I able to understand anything or glean anything from it?
Yeah. So it's basically some minor details about the. In fact, actually, go ahead and open the Google Drive folder for our campaign. I have these research notes on that folder, so you can skim
Okay.
those if you want, or you can. Each note has a title, and I can tell you. You can pick some that you want me to read out loud.
Where is that up at the top of the chat here again, or?
I sent you the folder a while ago, so let me see if I can. Find
Yeah, if you could
that.
just post a link to that again in the chat right now, that'd be great, because I have no idea where I have that currently.
Yeah, give me a second.
Yeah.
Copy link. Okay, yeah, I've sent it.
Okay.
Anyway, so entry 1 is called initial assessment. Entry 2 is called on method. Entry 3 is called ethical concerns. Entry 4 is called the benefactor. Entry 5 is called unexpected variables. Entry 6 is called on faith and structure. Entry 7 is called a note on trust. Entry 8 is called correction, and entry 9 is unnamed. I'm going to say you can pick 3 of those that I can read out loud.
Okay.
The rest you'll just skip later.
I'm just skimming fast. Okay. I think the benefactor is somebody who has worse intentions for this than the other people who are involved do. I'm worried about the subject, because it says the first entry says the subject remains stable, and that alone sets him apart from prior subjects. This has been going on for a long time. We need to find Velith, and I'm gonna put the tablet hide the tablet in my robes.
All right, and I'm just going to go ahead and have you and read the final 2 notes for you. Entry 8 says, "This is not what I agreed to. The parameters have shifted. The pressure has increased. The subject is no longer merely being studied. He is being used. Yesterday, the benefactor insisted on a new adjustment, an added protocol to streamline the subject's resonance across the interface network. He assured me it would not increase strain, and the subject's readings remained within safe limits. And yet, I could not shake the unease. The modification itself was harmless, almost elegant, but the intent behind it unsettled me. There's a method in his instructions, a pattern in the sequence of adjustments that does not ask how this can advance understanding, but what will be gained when. His inquiries no longer concern whether the subject can achieve resonance, but what must be done once he does. I find myself recoiling from the answer. I am not comfortable providing it. If this research survives me, let it be understood. I did not seek dominion. I did not seek weapons. I sought harmony. If others twist this work towards eradication rather than understanding, that is not a failure of the theory, but of the hands that wield it. And those hands are guided by a vision I did not comprehend, but I do now. May the Dawn Father forgive me for what is to come.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I'm taking the tablet. What else is there on the
Yeah.
desk?
Some papers, but they're all blank, and some writing utensils.
Okay. Let's get out of here.
Before we leave, can I do an like a insight check or an investigation check to see if I recognize anything in here that would tell me whose like office or study this is?
Yeah, go ahead. Do a insight check.
22.
22. Okay. This office is very organized, and based on the fact that there is technology here, you can be fairly certain that nobody from the monastery is working here. This is somebody who is familiar with technology and is someone who has far advanced theories in the technological fields.
Okay. Okay.
It's most likely someone from the grid who's working here.
Yeah, no, Day, I think you're right. I think we better get out of here.
As you open the fake door, you hear voices down this hallway. It's two figures in intense conversation, but you can't quite make out what they're saying.
Can we move it? Like, are they coming from where we need to go to get out?
They are, so yeah, they're in the opposite direction.
So
Sorry, the
further
opposite
in.
direction from what? They're further in.
From the way you came, but there's
Okay.
really no this is the way out. These catacombs are quite interconnected.
Okay. Well, let's I'm getting out of here with this because the others need to see it. Do you want to try and act like you got lost in here and see what they're doing down there, or do you not want to do that alone?
Yeah. I'm allowed to be here, so I will just try and be as stealthy as possible. And yeah, I want to go see what they're saying. Because remember, Talon heard those voices, so I want to.
Right. Yeah.
Let's find out what's going on here.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out with the evidence and let him see what he can see.
All right, Corvus, as you approach these voices, once you get close enough to hear, it's still pretty far away, but the voices are echoing down the caverns. You hear one individual say, "Then I'll tell the public. I'll release everything. I'll put it on the interweb. You will not get away with this." There's a long pause. "Very well. I will shut down the project. You force my hand." "Good. I'm glad you made the right. And you hear this like stabbing sound and the fit and like this thump.
Is there
And
any way I can
then-
get like a line of sight?
It's like right around the corner from where you're at.
Okay. Okay. And then what? What you were gonna say something? What's up?
That was it. Just there was like a thump that falls to the ground, and then silence.
Okay. I want to. I want to see if I can get a look at who this is.
Yeah, go ahead and make a stealth check.
Oh, that's a 12.
Okay. As you approach, you're slowly going towards, and you see a figure lying on the ground with like a pool of blood, and this other individual disappears, like just sort of like teleports away. And as you approach the second figure, you see Tanner Vell lying on the ground, and
Remind me.
he's clutching his stomach, and he looks and sees you, and you see a moment of recognition. And he gestures for you to come to him. He's like, "Come here." I
I run over and I put my face close to his to try and like listen to what he has to say.
Listen. I don't have much time.
I can see that.
Vila Saran. There's a compartment down the hall. The benefactor will move him quickly if you don't go to him right now. There's a fake door, a stone. I did the wrong thing. You must right my mistakes. Please hurry. Don't worry about me. Save Saran.
All right, I just kind of like put my hand like right behind his head and just like and like nod to him like I understand, and then I take off down to where he instructed me to go.
So there is a similar location where you see that there's like this protruding stone that is kind of the exact same shape as the other fake stone. You move it and you see this huge laboratory, and there's this medical bed with Vila Saran has been strapped to it. He's got all these cybernetic parts, but most of them have been like removed and are sitting on an operating table. His eyepiece is just gone. Like a panel in his leg has been open, and there's just mechanics underneath. He's fully awake. He sees you, and he's afraid, but just blank. Like he can barely move.
Does he look? I want to remove his straps or his restraints. Does it look like I could move him without him dying? Do I need to put him back together?
Check.
Okay. Oh gosh, that's a 6.
Yeah, he's got a lot of stuff removed, and you are not an expert on technology.
Fair.
So you really don't know. But as you say you were going to remove his straps.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to rip. I want to remove his straps.
To break the straps open.
That is a 17.
Yeah, you would sort of just get both straps open, and you hear a door open as this masked figure has this person has like this helmet on. They are in this like engineer suit. They take one look at you and goes, You are a friend of Talon.
I take a step back, like visibly taken aback that he mentioned Talon's name.
And this individual takes off the helmet, and you see this woman with pale skin, long black hair with a single white streak, and she says, I don't have much time. My name is Lyra Vane, and I'm emotional override. And she just calmly walks over to the wall, presses a button. You feel this zap, and everything goes black. And that is the end of this session.
Oh,
Wow.
Wow. That's amazing.
Did
my
Luros
gosh.
go with him or with Noldea?
Guess we'll
That's a
find
good
out next
question.
session.
City's got teeth and it's hungry tonight. Magic and metal in the glow of